Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. We are starting this vlog with a few updates. Last weekend it was really rainy and gross weather, so I took full advantage and I finished painting the first half of the staircase. We had a bunch of brown stain marks from when we refinished the wood before we even moved in 2 years ago, and we've just been living with them. It was not top priority. I dug deep, found the inspiration, and I finished the first half of the stairs. So this weekend my plan is to finish the stairs, finish the baseboards, the trim. There are a few other places that probably could use some fresh paint, but it already looks so much better. I'm really excited to see the final staircase, so I've been doing some painting like normal. Earlier this week, I stopped by the Reformation 260 sample sale because Reformation is one of my favorite brands. They're really easy to shop. Not everything is amazing, but I feel like I've been shopping with Reformation for so long that I kind of have a good idea of what's good quality, what's not great quality, you know, what to skip. I know my sizes and everything. I didn't have to wait in the long line for the dressing room because, you know, sample sales are always a little bit crazy. For our Thanksgiving trip to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, I picked up this Fair Isle sweater. Very thick and cozy. I love the neutral colors. I think this is going to be really beautiful to wear in the winter, and I think it's going to be extremely warm as well. This is a dress that I had seen online and I loved it. I want to say they sold out online. I couldn't find it anymore, and this was marked down to $55. It's this really cute knit dress. It comes with a matching long sleeve jacket. I may try to find it on Poshmark because they didn't have any of the jackets in my size. And even the dress I picked up in a size small because they didn't have an extra small. I'd rather it be a little bit big anyways, fit a little bit looser, be a little bit longer, since sometimes Reformation dresses and skirts can run a little bit short. So I didn't have a chance to try this one on, but I feel like I'm going to love this dress, and $55 was a good deal. This has been one of the busiest weeks I've had in a while. We've had a lot of crazy things going on at the house. That is a story time for another moment. Right now, I actually have to run downstairs and change. Hair and makeup is already done, but I'm on my way to an event with Laneige. Quickly changed. I'm wearing my Lily silk top, silk pants, and I'm gonna wear my new favorite fragrance. This is the Valentino L'Innocence de l'Air. I wore this to dinner last night as well, and when I picked my friend up, when she got in the car, she said, "Oh my gosh, you smell so good." It's so nice. Initially, there is something that I don't love. It's a little bit green, but almost immediately it goes away, and the dry down of this fragrance smells so fresh and elegant, very feminine. Now we have to run. That Laneige event was actually a couple weeks ago. I am just now finally digging into this very generous goodie bag that they sent everyone home with. I have to say, this is probably one of my favorite tote bags that I've ever received. I saw my friend Rosita at the event. We were just catching up, ended up shutting the place down. And you know, if you stay until the very end, a lot of times the marketing PR girls will just start gifting you things. That way they have less to pack up at the end of the event. So I ended up being sent home with 2 fans, really cute headband to hold my hair back. This is the Water Sleeping Mask, Water Bank Blue Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer. And then here is one of the Cream Skin mist pumps. The Cream Skin has such a nice fine mist, and this is how. You don't have to mist it if you don't want to. You can also just shake a little bit in your hand and press it into the skin. I like the mist. Also in the tote, this really cute, very squishy makeup bag. Here we have the classic icon Laneige Cream Skin, one of my all-time favorite skincare products. I use this daily, and I have for years. And finally, we have a lip sleeping mask in berry and a mini cream skin. It's all about the cream skin, but I love this for travel. This is so convenient. I'm not sure if I have any more of the small sizes. Now here's another very exciting product that was recently gifted to me, and I only opted in for the gifting after I did my own research. Sounds like it has really great reviews. I read a blog post. I wanted to wait to unbox this on camera with you. That way we can mark the official start to this science project together. I am going to do a thorough, honest review of this TRIA hair removal laser 4X. Laser technology for permanent results. It's an at-home laser hair removal device, which I have tried one of these years and years ago. I think the technology has gotten so much better. It sounds like it does work, but you have to be consistent. You start to see results after the first month, which is 2 treatments. You do a treatment every other week. Full results in around 3 months. I am booking an appointment with myself. I'm putting it in the calendar every other week for the next 3 months, and I will give you my full honest review and let you know if it works, how well it works, what are my thoughts after using it for the 3 months. I obviously appreciate the fact that it's pink. This is so much more advanced and serious than the previous at-home device that I used. I'm gonna spare you the jump scare in today's video, but I did grow out the hair in preparation, so I already captured some video of the natural amount of hair that I'm dealing with under the arms. And then of course you go ahead and shave before you do the first treatment. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I'm excited to start this project because I know it's going to take at least 3 months. I'm hopeful that it will work and I will be a naked mole rat by the holidays, or at least January. I mentioned briefly at the start of the video that we've had some chaos at the house. We have honestly been putting out fires left and right for the past 2 months. It all started when I got back from my girls' trip to Savannah. The day I got home, the hot water heater broke. Apparently it was working all weekend while I was away, but after driving 8 hours in the rain, finally getting home after a long crazy weekend, all I wanted to do was hop in a hot, scalding hot shower. Kaput. It was dead. Then the microwave stopped working. The following week, the dryer stopped working. Oh, and we discovered another roof leak. This leak was coming in through the garage right above the electrical box or the breaker box in the house in the middle of monsoon season. So it was raining hard every single day and it would just drip, drip, drip right above the electrical box. I was so scared and paranoid that like a fire was going to start and the whole house was going to burn down. We had somebody come out and fix the dryer. They had to order a part, so it was down for the weekend, but they were able to get it back up and running without fully having to replace it. Our roofer came out, who is amazing. One of the few contractors that I found that I absolutely love, who is always there when we need him. I will say, out of everything that was breaking and going wrong in all of the fires, the one thing that was probably the worst was having the clothes dryer not work, because we already had dirty clothes piling up, and just mentally knowing that even if I wanted to start a load of laundry, I couldn't because I didn't have a dryer for probably 4 or 5 days, and it was just piling and piling. Oh, I was so happy and relieved when it was finally fixed. On top of all of that, we started to get unwanted visitors. We had put out a bird feeder a couple months ago. We have so many beautiful birds with all of the trees in this neighborhood, and it's been so nice to just see them eating breakfast, and they come out at lunchtime and dinner. One day I was in the backyard and I just happened to notice what looked like a pile of droppings in the corner, and whenever I take Jazzy out, Jazzy does not go to the bathroom in the backyard. We try to keep the back very clean when she goes out. We take a walk around the neighborhood. So no animal should really be using the bathroom in the backyard. And as I got closer to inspect, I noticed multiple piles of droppings underneath the bird feeder. And apparently this is very common when neighborhood raccoons find a bird feeder. Not only do they feast on the seeds, but they will turn the underneath area into their public latrine, as they call it. I have no idea when this started. It took us so long to realize because we just weren't looking out for it. It wasn't something that we really expected. But once we identified the problem, it was so frustrating trying to get them to go away. My husband put out a little fence, which was a nice attempt. I mean, raccoons climb trees. Of course, they were gonna plop over a tiny little fence. The fence is only like 1.5 feet tall. So of course they easily just climbed over the fence and were still using the restroom. I tried cayenne pepper. I tried like animal deterrent that you use for plants, and it's supposed to scare off deer or raccoons. It's like a scent they don't like. Sprayed that, didn't work. Tried lemon peels, didn't work. Every night without fail, we were bringing in the bird feeder so that it wouldn't sit out overnight, thinking maybe they would just find a new place. You know, these are wild, feral neighborhood raccoons, so they can carry diseases and bugs and worms and all sorts of gross things. You have to be really careful whenever you're cleaning up. You have to bleach down the area, so I was really getting frustrated having to clean up after the raccoons every single morning. There was a time that they were hitting us twice a day, dusk and dawn. Finally, we got this large, bright floodlight that's motion sensor or motion activated. That scares them away. It's been the only thing that worked. None of the other tricks worked, but the floodlight absolutely worked. So it just sits right in front of the bird feeder, and they have not been back since, thankfully. As if we needed any other problems to try to solve. And I love seeing raccoons and possums in our neighborhood, iguanas. We have a decent amount of wildlife considering we're in a very residential area, but it's Florida, so it's basically the jungle. Part of me even feels a little bad that we ruined their safe space. They obviously felt like they had found the perfect area that they could come back to every single night, but it's just too dangerous, especially with Jazzy. We do like to go to the backyard just to hang out and walk around and sniff, and it's an outdoor area, but we want to keep it as clean as possible, and we really want to keep it for the birds. We have beautiful red robins, blue jays, these tiny little green birds that are so cute, and they have been hungry. In the last few months, they've eaten our entire bird feeder's worth of food, so I actually had to refill it up this weekend. On a much more positive note, we are getting closer and closer to finally furnishing the front room. I ordered a leather club chair from Pomona. It should arrive, I think, the first week in November. I couldn't find anything I liked on Facebook Marketplace, and I wanted something that looked sort of vintage, but still elegant and in decent condition. I looked everywhere, and finally I just figured that I needed to make a decision and order something. So it's being shipped from overseas, and it takes about 3 months to be delivered. Hopefully I don't change my mind or have any regrets once it gets here. And then a few weeks back, I ordered stools from Studio McGee that arrived, and they are perfect. I love the neutral kind of oatmeal textured top. The black iron base feels really heavy and high quality, and it goes really nicely with all of the rest of our furniture so far. Now I just need to order the second chair to flank the fireplace and finish the seating arrangement. I wanted to wait for at least the stools to arrive. I knew I probably shouldn't wait for the leather chair. Otherwise, it will never arrive before the end of the year. But now that I've seen the material in person, I have a better idea of what material we should go with for the chairs. So that is on my list today, running to Pottery Barn, taking a look at more swatches, doing some comparisons, and finally ordering our chair. We still need to work on wall art and lighting, but having all of the furniture pieces selected will be a huge weight off my shoulders. And I really feel like we can meet our goal of finishing the room before the end of the year. It really is a shame that I've taken on the role of lead decorator because I am incapable of making a decision. But after one final trip to Pottery Barn to look at swatches, I finally made a decision and we went with the white twill. Probably the most basic choice out of all of them. I actually thought I wanted white linen. In my mind, what was white linen turned out to be white twill. The chair order has officially been placed, and even though we are moving slow, we are making progress. I've been getting my steps indoors on the treadmill, but it's such a beautiful sunny day. I decided to come to the golf course and get my 10,000 steps. So we are currently on a walk. We are getting some exercise. And on my way home, I'm gonna stop by Carrot Express because I hear they have donuts in new festive flavors, and I really wanna try out the donuts. So we're getting our exercise, we're getting our steps, and we are also on a donut run. We have one more stop to make. I have to show you the cutest Christmas store that recently opened up. I went in a few weekends ago with my husband. We already started buying some Christmas decorations, but they truly have the cutest things inside. Let's go check it out. This is my haul from the Christmas store, Joy Buy, when my husband and I stopped in a couple weekends ago. I found them on TikTok and I've been following the owner's story. She always dreamed of opening her own Christmas store and she quit her job and decided this was the year it was going to happen. And she opened up right on Miracle Mile in the heart of Coral Gables. It's so beautiful and I'm really happy for her. They have really cute stuff. When we were shopping around, I pulled up some photos from our Christmas decorations last year to see what holes there were, what else we needed. And I saw they had this beautiful garland on display. We're doing poodles and pearls again this year. We have lots of color. I love a red and green Christmas, but we also have some really beautiful neutrals from all of the pearl decorations. And I thought this ribbon garland would look so beautiful hanging over the fireplace mantle. We have a lighted Christmas tree garland. We have our stockings. We have candles for the mantle. There's a lot going on up there, but I still think there's room for more. And I think this is going to look so beautiful and festive, and it's going to tie in all of the gorgeous pearl decorations that we have. You can't go wrong with ribbons. I only bought one of these. I just thought it looked so cute. These kind of look like giant pearls. This ivory velvet with the little rhinestones. So I don't know if maybe these will go on the mantle as well with the ribbon garland, or I might throw these on a mirror. I think there are so many places I can put these. I don't necessarily have a solid plan in mind, but they kind of match the pearl theme, so I thought these would be really cute. This is the grand piece. I was looking for a giant ribbon to put at the top of our Christmas tree. We don't currently have a topper, and I thought a giant bow would look so beautiful. I found one on the Anthropology website, but it looked a little bit flimsy. It did have pearls already on it, but if I really want a DIY project, I can add pearls, rhinestones, whatever I want to this one. They had the best selection of giant ribbons, and what's great about these is that they have wire already built in, so it's not flimsy. They look very 3D and voluminous. You stick it at the top of the tree, position it where you want, and then you can fold the wire and just sort of make them as large as you want, and this part extends and you can kind of play around with the shape once it's on the tree. They look so beautiful. This was actually one of the smaller sizes that they had. This giant ribbon goes so perfectly with the garland, so this will be sitting at the top of the Christmas tree. This is going to be over the fireplace mantle, and I think everything is going to look so beautiful together. I cannot wait to put everything up and start to style these pieces. I want to keep everything kind of flat packed for now. It's not even Halloween yet, but I am so excited to put up our Christmas decorations. I'm not going to be last minute like I was last year. I always say that I'm going to plan ahead and get a really early start. Never happens. November 1st this year, mark my words, I'm putting all of our Christmas stuff up because that way I can see what else we need. We've been sticking with the same theme, the same color story every single year, and then slowly building more and more pieces so that it looks really full and festive. I think that's the best way to do it. I know Ralph Lauren Christmas is currently trending on TikTok and social media, and it is so beautiful. I love a traditional red, green, warm, cozy Christmas. But there is at least one other person out there who loves pearl Christmas decorations, and they definitely work at Anthropology. I don't know if anybody has caught their holiday decorations this year, but I swear when I saw the holiday preview, it was like they invaded my brain. Everything is pearls. They have pearl Christmas trees, pearl candlestick holders, pearl ornaments. Everything is pearl, pearl garland. My saved shopping cart total is so scary. It is taking every ounce of restraint not to check out and just purchase everything and go wild because I feel like it was made for me. Whoever did their holiday shopping this year, we are kindred spirits. We have the same vision. We love pearls for Christmas. I haven't purchased anything yet, but I will most likely pick up a few additional pieces to add to our collection and watch it slowly grow over time because everything is so beautiful this year. I can't get over it. This is not holiday related, but something really cute that I found on eBay, and I did already open this up just so I could check my order, but I thought this was really beautiful. It's a vintage vanity lipstick tray. I thought that was so cute. It's a little dusty, probably needs to be cleaned. There's some paint chips, but It just adds to the character of the piece. I thought this was so beautiful to display upstairs. Gonna keep it on my vanity over here, and I can use it to display my lipsticks and maybe some jewelry, fragrance. Thought this was really special. I really love putting these house vlogs together and sharing my home projects with you. If you like this style of video, let me know. If there are other types of vlogs that you would like to see, let me know as well. And that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.